Tales from the Napverse. This ongoing anthology collects short stories introducing characters within the Napverse and are all connected to the main series, Nat the Merc. This 64-plus page perfect-bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Lawani, Rose, Zed, and other characters within the Napverse that you'll get to know and love in this prelude. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories, as well as a previously published Helena Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Simon Sim-Paultier. Royal Rumble, colored by Seven Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Zed, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype. Arm up and fire off into the Napverse.
Back at today, fools!
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to Doodle and Chill. And
What up, what up?
it's been a while, but here we are.
Indeed.
Back to all speeds again. So today, starting the show with me, it's Brian from Six Gun Gorilla. Like it says the banner there. Go back Six Gun Gorilla, Seven Legions, and that's back Second Chance campaign live on Indiegogo. And you know, the only place that you can still get the book for $25 with a Preston Acevedo cover.
Hell yeah.
So that's
Hail Preston. Although he's a straight up rock star now.
Didn't you paint one already?
Nope, not yet. I mean, I'm a pretty good miniature painter, but I want to go to like the local comic book store and have somebody do one of these that's like a master. You know what I mean? Like somebody that's next level, and I know that they know somebody. But yeah, this is held together right now with a poster tech. But yeah, you can get these on the campaign page for 50, and I'm only making 50 of these.
So 50 for 50. Got it.
50 for 50. And I am going to be casting these myself. So these are going to be handmade by the author and signed and numbered. Although, of course, it would be great if it could be signed and numbered by the artist themselves. This was the Blue Muppet, George Peter Gatsis, helped put this together, and then there were touch-ups that were done by a friend of Adam Lawson's. So you know, the details are really, really nice.
So let's say hi to El Gargoyle. What's up, bro?
What up, Gargoyle?
Rockin' Stone. And by the way, Brian, you need to get that game.
I need to what?
Deep Rock Galactic. It's not too expensive, but it's a freaking fun game. You're dwarves in you're mining dwarves in space, and you're fighting hordes of beasts while you're trying to mine, and you can also get drunk.
Oh,
nice.
Since the dwarves like their lager, don't they?
The bar, buy beer. Some beers are power-ups, right? But you also have other beers that give you weird effects, but also that gets you drunk. So you can get drunk, and you and you go on mission, and you're still drunk.
You're on my Steam friends list, and it's always like beep. It's like Sims playing Deep Rock Galactic.
I
gotta check that out.
I play with Chris, Marinus, Gargoyle, and my Logan's in there too. So if you guys want, I'll join. I'll add you to a little group there, and we go play, and we have a little chat group.
Hell yeah! I'm down with that. I will definitely put that.
It's like seven. Dude, and I'm telling you, it feels like you're in the world of Seven Legions.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll have to check it out then.
I'm telling
Hell
you,
yeah!
Like it's when I first played it, it's like playing a bit like Left 4 Dead. No, not Left 4 Dead. You know when the game where it was like waves of zombies and you're 4 players.
Oh, World War Z.
No, the other one.
Oh, Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So it's the same type of principle, but you have to go to planets and mine. So you collect your mining, and then you're getting waves of monster, and you're forced. So you have four modes. One's the driller, one's the scout, one's the gunner, and what's the other one with the platforms? The engineer, and they all have their own little things, and it's pretty goddamn fun.
Do they have jetpacks?
No jetpacks.
No jetpacks. Ah,
That's the thing that Seven Legion has that I keep telling him. I told you.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
Dwarves with jetpacks.
Yeah.
And then add to that
Ding, ding, sold.
rocket powered axe.
Yes.
So the rocket powered axe, is that sort of like the rocket powered the super sledge in the Fallout games?
But no,
Kind of, yeah.
It's a bit like the Alita hammer too. Remember? A little battle angel, the big hammer with it.
Right.
Yeah. Now I can't take credit for the rocket powered axe. That was actually Henry's idea, and it was like I just had the idea of him having a shotgun with an axe bayonet, and then all of a sudden I see him draw that. Like, we're going with your idea, man.
Yeah, man.
And
Yep.
too, I started working on some layouts for the first pages of the story of that dwarf.
Yeah. Looking good,
Oh,
too.
nice. Well, we know Sin loves dwarves. I love dwarves too. They're they're so much cooler than elves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
But that's great that you can actually like drink and then go back to like the game like drunk. Are you weaving it? Well, you said that like the drinks are power ups too, right? That they give you like certain like buffs.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Some of them will give you some. Yeah, hold on.
I will put that shit. I will put that shit. Yeah, you were a little quiet.
Is that better?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Thanks, JD. Thanks, J Dog.
What up, J Dog?
So,
what up, everybody?
Let's keep saying hi to everybody. We have Zaid Comics in the chat. What's up, bro?
What up, Phil?
We have Aaron.
Hey.
A rare sighting of Aaron Calamari. What's up, little bro?
What up, dude? What up, everybody in the chat?
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I still could hear you properly. And also, I'm wearing like headphones, so
yeah, but
it's like everything sounds kind of muffled.
Yeah, I've been playing with the setting of my blue Yeti, so I guess I hit the volume by mistake.
Shit happens. I need to get a better camera is what I need to do. Like some people have like really, really amazing cameras. So they look like almost like cinematic or TV broadcast quality. Not that the one I have is shit, but you know, could always be better. Not that people need to see my ugly ass in high definition. You can see like every blemish and oh yeah, Nat popping a wheelie.
Yeah. Because the two animated scenes that I've been showing, they're pulled from the story. They're actually part of the stories from Tales from the Adverse 2. So
cool.
Here's the scene of the bike. And
hell yeah.
The scene of Nowani in full battle armor.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's badass.
So
it's such a fun book. I really just had it was a pleasure to read. I often don't like reading friends' books because I just feel kind of nervous. You know, it's like I don't want to see them fuck up. This was like one of the rare ones where I could just kind of kick back and relax and just enjoy.
Appreciate it.
That's the truth, man. I'm not saying that shit to be nice. I'm saying that shit because it's true. You know that.
So let's do some little drawing exercise. If you got any suggestion in the chat of characters or things,
80s
right
action
ahead.
heroes.
80s action heroes.
Or villains. You know, like I remember hearing that somebody was doing this wasn't a stream. This was like I think a podcast way back in the day. Like people were doing like 80s action heroes and people were coming up with some pretty clever shit. You know what I mean? Like Matthias Hughes from I Come in Peace and that kind of thing. You know, they're getting like a little obscure with some of that shit. But I don't know. That's just kind of where my head's at today for some reason. I don't know why exactly.
I love the new settings I did for that pencil tool.
Oh, dude, it's great. It's such a pleasure watching you leveling up, watching Michael leveling up, watching Inky leveling up. I mean, dude, like Inky especially blows my mind when he's like posting these illustrations that he calls warm-ups. Here's my warm-up for today. I'm like, that's your warm-up? Damn. You know, I could spend 6 months on an illustration. It wouldn't look anything close to how cool that is.
Yep. So imagine how that Inkslayer book's going to be.
Oh, it's going to be amazing, I'm sure. When can we expect that?
Well, we're trying like early 2022. We don't want to say a date because we're all working on our little, you know.
Yeah.
We're trying to set ourselves a personal date of trying to get things ready.
Sure. Yeah.
We're not throwing it out there yet.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, I find that that's always useful is to set a date for yourself, but that way, if you hit it or if you don't hit it and you're going over, okay, it's not the end of the world. You're not leaving anybody in the lurch, but you're reminding yourself like, hey, you need to like step it up and get the lead out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always set deadlines for myself. Doesn't mean I always make them, but I set them.
But you have to give yourself a goal. It's just that goal can be moved. It's one of the things I have to like is if you always set yourself like a straight roll, you know, that's what I'm doing and that's how it has to be, and it's unbendable. Then you'll never get anything. You're always gonna break.
Exactly.
You have to be able to adapt, and you know.
And I think
that's why one of the things I learned in business, they say is like usually you have your main goal, but you have to give yourself other goals to reach in between. Like, you know, like let's just say like a simple example would be, okay, if I make $500 in a month, that's good. If I start making like $1,000 a month, that's better. And you have to make your goal, even though if your goal is to make $20K a month, you know what I mean? Like you have to give yourself some steps up, otherwise you're never going to see the end of it. And you have to keep yourself motivated. You know, you have to give yourself wins towards your big goal.
Yes.
The end line cannot just be the win, because the thing is you also win by the training. You know, it's the same thing for a marathon or anything.
Right. And pacing is important. This isn't a sprint. This is a marathon. And we are playing the long game, but the long game consists of a lot of little moves.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And it adds up. Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Does that mean what I think it means? Does that mean that we're finally getting the sequel?
Yep, but this is the first page turned in for 7 Legions, issue 3.
Which would be book 2 for us, right?
Yeah, it'd be this.
Yeah.
I love the inking here.
Are you going to do the same thing? Are you planning on doing the same thing again? Like start with like a 20-page story and maybe like making it bigger, or you're going with a 48-page straight from the top?
I'm going to do. The goal is to do 3 issues for this campaign.
Okay.
So issues 3, 4, and 5 is my goal.
So you're doing the same thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that concept.
Yeah. So, and then like I'll release those as a trade, and then do a second release down the line of each one individually as floppies.
But the end goal for the campaign would be to have all 3 issues in one volume, like you do with the number.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, it's looking cool.
Yeah, it looks badass.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that interior of that place is bigger. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really cool.
Thanks.
Everybody's leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Henry, he's awesome. He's doing a great job on, the improvement from issue 1 to issue 2 was just phenomenal, and I'm just looking forward to, seeing all the,
That's why I always say this is like a rare opportunity for comic book fans.
Yeah. It's
kind of like being there from day one, and following somebody's progress. I always compare it to like when Frank Miller started on Daredevil. You know, he looked pretty much like a average Marvel house style artist at the time, and through the course of that series, you see him become Frank Miller.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm seeing with the artists in this scene.
oh yeah,
It's really cool to see people leveling up.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Then there's like, you know, sick freak like Peter Gilmore, who just seemed to have like leveled up like 10 levels like overnight. But then he's like, oh, well, that, you know, I could always draw like this. It's just he wasn't being given the stuff to draw that best suits his talents, I suppose.
yeah.
Like, you can tell he's a horror guy to the core. So yeah, folks. Go, well, not that he needs the boost, but yeah, folks, check out Jack the Ripper, Vampire Hunter. It's it looks amazing, you know. And we need more horror comics for sure. But we need more diversity of product in general. But I mean, but then we have that, you know. It's like, how many of us are doing superhero books? Very few.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what's been dominating the American market for a while. And I'm guessing that, you know, a lot of people that want to get into comics now want to do something different.
Absolutely. Like, I'm not saying I would never do a superhero story. It's just it's I'm not interested in it. And now the genre has been deconstructed to death, right? I don't think we need more Watchmen. I don't think we need more. Like, not that I don't love something like The Boys, for instance, but you know, at a certain point, or Invincible or something like that, that's great too.
Yeah.
But you know, it's enough with the deconstructions.
Yeah. There's a couple superhero story ideas I have in my head, but one of them sort of like, you know, it's sort of like a riff on the deconstructions of Superman that they got going around. It's like, okay, well, you know how they're all like, well, what if Superman's a monster? Okay, well, what if he? It's like, what if he was a monster, but that monster had developed a love for humanity.
Right.
So
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what's great about those great iconic characters like Superman, Batman, you know, these great Jungian archetypes. They're so simple that you can just keep reinterpreting them over and over and over.
Yeah.
The Matt Reeves Batman movie keeps looking better and better.
The what?
The Matt Reeves the Batman movie.
Yeah.
Is I'm liking what I'm seeing. But
I thought the weird posing and the weird posing type fighting was very. I really did not do it for me. Like I'm getting the mood. I'm getting like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but dude, he comes in and he poses like he's walking like a supermodel, and he punches with no power, and it's weird. It's just so weird that it's like they're turning everything into those how do you call it again? Mary Sue. Everybody's a Mary Sue now. Like, it's weird. It's
I don't get why they don't, because that's look, I love the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. Those are easily the best Batman movies ever made. I think we can generally agree on that, right?
nope.
No? Okay. I mean, not including the animated film.
I enjoyed I like this
That's the
first
best
one. I like this first one.
Mhm.
Second one, because the thing is, I think starting from the second one, like, it's okay to do the Batman he did
Right.
in the first one for year one.
Yes.
But after that, he was just a big fucking dumb, rich brat brute.
Well,
That's all he was. There was no smarts about that guy.
we never get well, that's supposedly what we're going to see in the new Batman movie. Is we're going to see the world's greatest detective. That's what they're promising anyway.
I don't know, but they're trying to do the year one, I think, again, like they did with the first Nolan one. Me personally, I still think that Michael Keaton was one of the best Batman there, even though there's bugs in it. I do agree with you that Mask of the Phantasm is, as a movie, it's one of the best ever freaking Batman adaptation.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
live action, I still think Keaton was, as an overall, the best movie. The Keaton one. But I personally think that the best Batman on scene on camera so far has been the Batfleck.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sorry
that's the
he was
only
able to play,
time-
he was able to play the Bruce Wayne part, and dude, he looks like fucking Batman.
He looks like Frank Miller Batman.
Yeah, not just that.
Like,
Also,
he bulked up like a motherfucker.
you could say like a mix of Jim Lee and Bart Sears as well.
Right. Yeah.
Like he looks the freaking part. Like when you look at that Batman, he looks like the Batman you get in Arkham Asylum and all those kind of video games as well.
And it's Batman versus Superman is the only time we have gotten a Batman fight scene that is on the money, right?
Yep.
The warehouse fight in that is, and I have major problems with Batman v Superman. You know, I thought when I saw the theatrical version, I thought it was hot garbage. I saw the 3-hour version. I was like, oh, okay, this makes more sense. This is a fallen Batman. That's why he's That's why he's killing people.
Yeah,
because he's just like, fuck it. You know, now I've ceased to give a shit, and like I'm not fucking around anymore.
But there's another thing you need to mention is the fact that he doesn't use guns unless when he's in that military time.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, you're in a war. You'd be Batman.
Oh, of course.
You'd have a machine gun.
Yeah, and you're fighting aliens too.
yeah. It's like,
well, I mean, I love the way that like there's that wonderful scene in the Dark Knight where one of the Joker's goons sticks a shotgun in Bruce Wayne's face and he knocks him out, takes the gun, and as he's walking along, he's just casually dismantling it, right? Mm-hmm. So somebody like Batman would know everything there was to know about guns. Yep. And there's no reason why he might not use one as a tool.
And that's like, just that, but the original Batman, like before the censorship kicked in,
the shadow, he
had a gun. Yeah,
I know, but then again, Superman couldn't fly.
Yeah, but don't forget, there's also the aspect of after that, before they went full, they took the gun away. Another thing that he was like Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk was an homage to those years of Batman, because after they took the gun out, Batman would break your goddamn leg. He would make sure that you would have a little pain left in there that would come back every goddamn winter. With that
cold. A reminder,
just a reminder.
Yeah,
you know, like absolutely. I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm gonna leave.
Oh, he can be ruthless.
Yeah,
he could be. Yeah, he could absolutely be ruthless.
And that's what Frank Miller brought back. He didn't bring back the gun. Like, that's the only gun he has. He has a gun where it's a grappling hook. It's a grappling hook rifle. And later on, you see him with a gun in his hand, but that's it. He doesn't use it to kill somebody. But he does technically. He doesn't kill the Joker, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's I don't I mean I'm okay with the ruthless Batman, just not a Batman who kills. And people are like, but he killed in the original comics. I'm like, yeah, but that's not the definitive Batman.
Yeah, do you understand? Do we understand
Superman couldn't fly? He could only jump.
In the movie, he killed people in that warehouse because somebody threw a grenade at him, threw it back.
I know.
It's like saying
fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he is just straight up fucking whacking motherfuckers in that. I mean, the most ruthless Batman ever on screen is easily fucking Batfleck.
Yes,
Batfleck gives zero fucks, except in the Justice League, because now he's changed, right? He's sort of redeemed by Superman.
He's not in which one? Because the old one, he's not redeemed. He gets cucked by Wonder Woman.
Oh God!
and the Whedon one, he gets cucked by Wonder Woman. That's all it is.
Right. Fellas, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Pops is bitching at me. Like, where are you at, motherfucker?
Yeah, you're supposed to be on CrumpCon.
Yeah. But thank you so much for having me on, and good talking to you guys. Although very briefly, let's do this again sometime soon.
Here's a little Batman before you leave.
Oh yeah. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, you like the short ears?
Yep.
I like them both.
I like them both, but I prefer drawing the short ones. I think it looks more, and it's less a handle you can grab to bash his head on your knee.
Right. I mean, I would love to write Batman someday. I'd kind of make him I would stress the sort of Phantom of the Opera aspect of the character, maybe a little bit more. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I got to the boogie.
Okay.
Apologies, but I'd rather apologize to you guys than have to apologize to Pops later. He's an old man with a shotgun. So
Later.
right, much love.
Later.
Doing a little sketch of Dwarf Mister.
Nice. Yeah, I decided to start doing Arnold.
Hold on. Let's take that one out. Boom.
There we go.
Schwarzenegger.
Yep. Arnold. I thought we were doing the 80s action stars, so yeah.
Jay Dollar's like, Michael would get to talk now. And Ryan agreed. Word up.
I'll get the doggy on the screen for a second. There he is.
Yeah, little Lobo.
Yep. He's got a little bit of paper on his nose, doesn't he? There we go.
How old is he?
He's about 4 years old. Got him at the shelter over a week ago. Well-behaved dog. But yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah,
Those are my favorite dogs, but damn, they're energetic and they don't like to be restrained.
I overdid it the first couple days taking care of him. I was like, all right, I'm gonna wear this dog out.
Mm-hmm.
Took him on an 8-mile walk. I was limping the next day.
And he was doing fine, right?
Yeah, he was just doing just fine. He's like, what's your problem, dude?
You're the one that took me on that ride.
Yeah.
He's a little Lobo.
Yeah.
I like doing those little quick exercises.
Yeah.
Man. Always love that character. But he's one of the characters that's been done wrong so many times.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't understand why they always try to they'll get a hit because of something, and then they'll try to make it like for everybody because he's popular. And then they always end up killing a character like this. Like he's not Superman. He's not made to be as popular as. You know, it's like you can't do Deadpool rated R and then expect Meta General and be as good.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when sometimes you read the comic books like that they did, not the first one, but later on when he had multiple voice and stuff, they went pretty goddamn far. There's some stories I'm like, dude, this is for kids.
Just keeping an eye on him. My dog hasn't done much chewing on anything, but always when I double check, could just be getting sneaky, getting me to let my guard down and then chomp something to pieces.
Yep. No, you got a husky, we got a cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The
Nice.
kids wanted the girls and not wanted a cat, so got a baby cat, 2 months old. His name's Gizmo.
Okay. Yeah, cats can be pretty cool. I mean, getting the right one at least.
You know, that's the thing is that we were like, I don't know. I go, we'll take a chance. All right.
Yeah.
To me and Dave, it's like we're iffy. It's like it either works or it doesn't work with a cat. like it likes us or hates the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
Oh, that cat came in and it's pretty sweet.
Nice.
2 months old, very fun. And he's a little puffball. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those cats with like very short hair, personally.
Yeah.
There you go. A more 90s type of hairstyle for the main man.
Sweet.
Like I was asking, you know what Lobo means, right?
No.
It means wolf.
Okay. That works.
Right?
Yeah. That's probably what the shelter was going with when they named them. But I was like, you know what? That's a pretty cool comic character name.
Yeah, it's
dog
Lobo in Spanish is dog. It's wolf.
Okay. It suits them,
Mm-hmm.
both the character and the dog.
You know, one day I'm gonna have a husky too. Again.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you. You need to be very careful. It hates freedom so much that it'll get away from anything. So if you try it, let's say you put it outside, you tie it up with something, a big chain, it'll find a way to get free.
Yeah.
And get hit by a car. That's what happened.
Yeah. So when I got him a harness because I was like, okay, the reason he was at the shelter was because he's escaped his previous owners a ton of times. Like they had like a document of every time that the dog wound up being taken to the shelter by someone who thought he was a stray.
Mm-hmm.
It was like maybe about 8 times before the previous owner just decided screw it and turned him over. So I was like, okay, he's an escape artist, so he probably gets out of his collar. So a harness is going to be harder to escape than a collar. So the harness comes in. I put it on him. I put him outside thinking I have maybe 5 minutes. I can just go get a shower, get out, and let him back in.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes later, someone calls, "You missing a dog?" Like he took like I must have been right as soon as I let him out the door. He just slips right out and bolts. And he basically went across the highway almost. Yeah, he apparently had a close call, but yeah. Second time he did it right in front of me.
They're great freaking dogs. Man.
Oh yeah, aside from that, he is the best dog I've had. So aside from that.
Yeah. Well, you'll see they're also loyal to Tina.
Yeah. And he's already getting comfortable around me. So.
Hey, Dave. We meet places in the moment.
Another thing I'd suggest to people that learning to draw and trying to draw for imagination poses and stuff like that, just pick up those the animator survival kit stuff. Like study animation. Helps you figure out shapes and how to movement, scratch and stretch and stuff like that. That's what I did. And it's one of the things that I've noticed a while back. Did you ever see Jack Kirby and a lot of others you go, you're an artist, and people. I always consider myself more of a cartoonist. They've all been animators. Kirby was an in betweener for ages for the Flesher company, the one that did those that Superman animation back in the days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He did in betweens for them. He worked on animation like Turbo Team and stuff like that.
Okay.
Thundar was his.
Huh.
There's a lot of shit like that. People don't even know. But one of the exercises that they teach you in animation, one of the base one, is called the pillow. And the reason why you'll understand why I refer to it is the principle of the pillow is a pillow is usually something like this. That's the shape of a pillow. So you have the little points at the end, the pillow with the little points at the end. And the reason why they use that, it's you have to make it walk. And the reason is because it represents a torso. If I would have the body here, so it's the movement of a torso. You fold in two, so you can make, that if your body goes like this, you follow the pillow. So those would be the legs. Those would be the arms. You just shove the head in, and voila, ta-da! It's also called the bean, and some people call it the bean. It's the idea of having two circles that represent top, bottom, so the movement of your torso and pelvis.
Okay.
That's how you know that you're never really standing straight. You're always like either like this or like that, to different degrees. You're never really just standing straight like this, because you're always counterweighting a bit like this, which, like this, with your hip. Then you put your hip there, and then like this, and yay. What's up? Now, back to inking some not badass stuff. And
Noise.
I'm really liking how this is coming out. You've seen this in layout like what, 6 months ago?
Yeah.
I laid out a whole bunch of pages before I started drawing them. And the first part of that story, the Metal Valkyrie, was drawn in 2019 during the campaign of Bloodhunt.
Oh, nice.
So you're gonna see a little shift in style in that story. Because you go from, let's go back down here. There you go. This was yeah. So. And then you go to this. Boom.
Nice.
There you go. That's fun. And this is where it gets fun. She shoots a few of them, then she starts running, shoots some rockets, then she leaps off the building.
Sweet.
Give me 1 minute or two. You need to get out of the organization.
And you're also going to get to see a lot more of that.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm thinking of doing right now, it's moving the DEFCON story to the next issue. So we're in another story of Nat to really concentrate on Nat and Luwani on that one.
Okay.
Because so far there's 2 stories of Luwani, 1 story of Luwani and Nat. And then there was going to be DEFCON. And I'm like, probably want to bring back another story of Nat. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And put DEFCON maybe as an extra unlockable or for the next issue.
Yeah.
Because I also have number 3 planned out, as you know.
Yeah.
More characters. And I try to introduce a new one or a bad guy at least every issue.
Okay.
So it's I try to keep it like that's how I try to keep it like balance in the book. Try to keep like every issue you get to know a character. So the first one was Nat and Rose. You also got to know Elwicka. I'm trying to keep that on track. You go in number 2, you get to know Luwani, you get to know another character, and then you also get to meet a bad guy, which was Galeon in number 1.
Mhm.
And that Merv guy, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I don't think you're gonna see him again.
Nah. Yeah, I think he's well taken care of. A little beside himself.
Yeah, you'll never forget the name. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things I'm looking forward to with issue 3 is of 7 Legions is introducing the demons.
Cool.
Yeah, you saw a statue of one in issue 1 if you look in the background of one page, but
didn't we get a glimpse of one?
nope, there was if you're talking about the guy
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
with the big old wings, yeah, that's not a demon, that's something else.
Okay.
Can't give any clues as to what that is because it's one of the big mysteries of the series, but the demons they look fairly typical. They got the horns, the red skin, the big wings. Only thing is, in my universe, they have the most advanced tech, but it was left behind for them. So they didn't invent it. It was just sort of left to them. But yeah, they are devastating with it. So you'll get to see them right in issue 3, and then issue 4 you're gonna see the dwarf again, and then issue 5 is gonna go. And that one's gonna be sort of before it takes place before issue 1, but like it's the setup for what happens in issue 1. So yeah.
You like that, Sarah?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting like really like I'm looking forward to getting to the point where people see enough of the universe, to really get a good feel of it. It's a big universe. So.
Yeah, I've said it before. If you like stuff like Alien Legion or stuff like that, you'll like it.
Yeah.
Are you still gonna do the half manga thing?
Yep, that's what I'm aiming for.
Are you having the same artist coming back?
I'm hoping to. He's a little busy right now. I'm just gonna hopefully, catch him in time as soon as he's done with what he's working on. But yeah, I'm hoping to, and if not, then find someone either similar or with a different enough style just to switch between the flashbacks and things taking place. I guess you couldn't call it modern day or like in the current thing of the story, in the current time of the story,
which is feudal Japan.
Yep. Yeah, one thing I remember people making the mistake of they thought the story involved time travel. No, it's just out in space there are futuristic societies, but on Earth everything is like on Earth it's in like the medieval times.
And J Dollar, I draw on Clip Studio. I have the deluxe edition with animation, but I can also draw on paper. Should call him Scott Free.
Oh, the dog, yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
The old sack of flour.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would call him Scott Free. That's actually a pretty good name for him,
Yeah.
but he's so used to Lobo by now.
Yeah, the old bag of flour and the bean. Yep. That's what it is, and that bean thing they also applied in. It's one of the things they apply in ZBrush. That's what he's mean there. The Z bean.
Mm-hmm.
It's you can have a sphere, and it breaks up as the bean. So you can, you can build a skeleton of your shape, place the character, place the hips, then you extrude the balls for going in arms, and then you have a base structure of your anatomy, like the proportion, and then you sculpt them and you add clay and stuff.
Okay.
The bean is just to, like the pillow, the bean is just to illustrate and imagine the pelvis movement, how your torso and your pelvis counter themselves when they move to keep balance. It's like if you're standing up, right? Let's say here, you see I'll just zoom in here. If you were to do somebody that's standing up and you want to see him from top view, right? You would never be straight like this. It would not be in balance. It's the same thing as if you're looking from front. The person will always have a little curve, even if he's trying to be straight. You'll always have a little curve to one side, the shoulder on higher and the hip lower on the other side. It's always a counterbalance. Well, that applies also from the top view. So you'll have like the shoulder like this and the hips a bit like this.
Yeah.
And soon, one of the Doodle Chill I'm going to do, it's going to be me doing an animation live and explaining, and showing how I do my little keyframes. I figured out a whole bunch of little thing that was annoying Ryan in freaking Clip Studio Animate. Hey, dude, you can't even just copy paste something from one frame to another. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I figured out how to do it, how to bypass that shit. So I'm good. I'll give you a little one-on-one too, so you can start practicing animation there. Because I think, did you buy Clip Studio yet when it was on special?
I don't think I have the animation version, but I do have it.
Okay. But even if you have the regular one, you can do short animation. Like you're just limited. You don't have all the tools, but you can do simple one.
Okay.
So you could work on one for your character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing one with the goddamn dwarf. And obviously he's going to be taken off with a jetpack and charging at the camera. That's pretty much what it's going to be. I'm telling you, fast forward. It's going to be smashing the axe. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, people, check out the inkslayer.com website. Still working on it, building it, but it's there and it's working. And you can get some books, and you have links to all our stuff there.
Yeah, I've started with the mailing stuff, putting Inkslayer Studio or Inkslayer Comics as the company name. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're mainly Inkslayer Entertainment, but Inkslayer Comics is when we do our comics.
Okay.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
I bought the domain for inkslayerentertainment.com, and we're all ready to go. And you know what's going to be fun? I'm also setting up, dude. I did a lot of research. We can do crowdfunding there's a crowdfunding app if you want down the line. There's a pre-sale app, right?
Sweet.
And
Oh, hey.
What's up, Scott?
Hi.
Hello.
You want me to remove your little Scotsman TV icon so you don't have to boost yourself up?
No,
That was
I
funny.
can just put my face where I want it. It's okay.
And the other thing is, we can have print-on-demand T-shirts, caps, and I'm working on it right now. So we can have our own merch on the Inkslayer, and it's print-on-demand, fulfilled by itself with Printful.
Sweet.
I'm still setting everything up, and we have a loyalty and thank you function on the website where people, when they sub to it, we get the email, and everything. They're gonna get a discount. So every time they purchase, they win points, and when they get like 500 points or something, well, they get a token for $5 discount on their next purchase. Called it the Inkslayer token. Remember, we talked about the token.
You're always token. So.
Yeah, one thing I'm looking forward to is getting I think it'd be cool to have an Inkslayer hat, just a black hat with a logo.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Like I was working on it yesterday, but I need to resize the logo.
Yeah.
But I want to have the Inkslayer in front of the cap.
Mm-hmm.
I want the Inkslayer logo written behind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be available in there. And obviously, we all going to get a discounted version.
Yeah, as soon as just let me know as soon as it's available, because I want one right away. I mean, if like a baseball cap, when I have like hair about this length, it makes my hair go out like Bozo the Clown, but I can get that taken care of at the barbershop. So
yeah, right now I'm thinking of going with the Flexit version of the cap.
Okay.
So it's I think it's the same thing that Scotsman uses. Because you have different options. You have like the Flexit, you have the Adidas type of cap, you have the golf cap. So I'm thinking of going with the Flexit one, which is the one that fits your head, elastic.
Okay.
Or you prefer the snapback, the one that snaps in the back?
Whichever one fits my massive cranium, I will be fine. Because seriously, this one's like a beach ball.
Listen, in order to be a good writer, you have to have a massive cranium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're halfway there already.
Yeah, exactly.
Just look at it that way.
Yep. My brother, y'all remember, So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Yep.
You know the character?
Whoa, man.
You know the character, Head?
Yeah.
My brothers used to shout that at me all the time. Head!
Look at his head! He probably cries himself to sleep on his huge pillow. Yes. No, I don't know. What movie is that from?
So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh, never heard of it.
It's one of his favorite fucking movies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
With The Office.
I swear, when I made my Mandalorian Deadpool helmet, my niece was like, I want to try it on. And I put it on her. It basically, she almost disappeared into it.
She looked like a stunt puppet.
Yeah, it was like almost down to her elbow.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm totally not influenced by manga and anime. Totally not.
No, you're not.
I'm totally not a mangaka. Totally not.
No, not at all. It's because you're coming to terms with it, Sim. That's That's the first step in growth is
Yeah.
realizing the truth. You know what
And I have a very iconic signature.
I've heard this.
I think it's going to be in one of my next book, like in the credits in the back. You know when you put the reviews or the comments on the book? Very iconic signature. Oh, dude, I can't stop finding it funny.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
So what's the topic? What are you doodling and chilling about?
No, we don't have that much topic. We asked if people had suggestions in the chat, and we're just starting doodling. I did some sketches, quick Batman, Lobo, and then no warm-ups, and then back to drawing.
I see.
Just a random doodle and chill. Beacon, I think he's doing Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Arnold
'cause,
Schwarzenegger?
Yep.
Schwanz?
Swans? Schwarzenegger.
That means dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Screw your freedoms.
Yeah, pretty much. You know,
Yeah, Schwanz is the like
Hans,
Yiddish word
Franz, and
for
Franz.
cock.
Hans, Schwanz, and Franz. Yeah, got it. I'm pretty sure it was the third one of the party, just never was on the show. Remember Hans and Franz?
Yeah, they're here to pump us up.
Yep. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but look at the bomb. URFKD. Not a wink at nothing.
Flicking Ryan Carnell, flicking the bean.
Yeah, because earlier I was talking about the pillow and the bean that they teach us for animation.
Mm.
I extrude them balls, all right. Yep. ZBrush, motherfucker. That's how it works.
First, you need to extrude the balls.
Yeah. You can copy and paste. It's just not intuitive. Yeah. Yeah, but I found a way that you can just copy paste it. And it's quite simple. You just have to rename the layer after. You create your keyframe that you want to put. Then you go select it. You do copy paste. You rename it the same name of that frame. Put it under, and then that's what it did. That's what it is. So the copy paste works, but you just have to rename the thing, the layer after.
Well, because it's creating a symbol, right?
Yep. Because otherwise, if you copy paste, you'll erase a piece. Like you say, you just want to change the arm, it'll erase it to the other one, even the scale. Oh, there you go.
There we go. It's done.
Get to the quarantine camp now.
Nice.
You know that's why.
Screw your freedoms.
Now that's where we needed Brian to be here. He does a good Schwarzenegger. We have Bell Rider joining. Serious question: can we get a female co-host that has the same view on wearing a shirt than Sim does?
We could use that. That'd be a good addition.
Yeah, you can find those all over Twitch.
Oh yeah.
YouTube is not as accepted. All they have to do is body paint. Dude, it's all over. It was like, the fuck? Twitch is a naked chick with paint.
I think I'm done, dude. I think I'm done.
Oh.
Nice.
Let's get a zoom here.
Looking sweet.
Turn off my grill cam. Boom. So, yeah, everything's done up there. Yeah.
That's looking freaking awesome, dude.
Unless you see something that I don't, Sam, I'm going to call this one done.
Go over it again quickly. The only thing I might say, you forgot you didn't work the blades on that guy on the left as much. There's no shine to the blade as much as the other one.
Guy on the left.
The guy that you see the backpack, top left.
This guy.
Yes, if you look at his blades, you've put a specular on all of them in the center type of thing. Those don't have, and they don't glow as much as the other one in the back. So that's the only thing I
left. And this is the thinking behind. I left the specular off of those blades is because they're in the extreme foreground, away from the light sources. But to your point, I could add
maybe just a highlight on it.
Yeah, I could add a shine.
Because it's the only one that doesn't shine and it sticks out. Like it looks flat compared to the rest. To even compared to the one in the back. Yeah. Okay. That's the only thing I see.
All right. Okay, I'll add a couple of speculars to those blades, and then I'm going to call this one fucking finito.
Yep. It looks freaking awesome, dude. That metal is awesome.
Yeah, okay.
You hated me for those plays, but then they look good.
Well, I said this earlier on my stream, but my favorite blade in the whole thing is this one.
Mm-hmm.
It feels the most accurate.
Yep. Like it looks straight out of a like high-end anime.
Yeah. Okay. All right, time for some speculars.
And me, I want to show that here on my channel too. Here's what it's gonna look like a bit. I'm starting cleaning that animation. It's gonna be sketchy, but cleaner than what you saw before. And putting in betweens. I just did one round right now. There's still gonna be some in between to be added for fluidity, but this is for the trailer. Hopefully, I'll get to do a fully animated one. But like it's time consuming. So this is like a start, I can do the trailer version and keep working at it after and to have the fully animated one, which is the goal. Like how that lizard guy came out.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have 3 holes going through his chest. And that one's gonna get sliced open by the blades of the ship of the bike.
Sweet.
I mean, you're not gonna want to miss the also in that verse too. And from what we've seen, did you see that, Scott?
Yeah. First page turned in for 7 Legions issue 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You got Azrael here. And there's 3 new characters in this issue. An orc named Goran and a goblin named Ogren. And then this angel chick here is Raven, sort of a sharpshooter. But if they're new to this issue and you're going to get to see the introduction of the demons.
Huh. That fucking looks great, man.
Yeah, Henry's doing awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see more.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a brutal issue because
And if-
the demons are pretty devastating.
And if you're watching and you haven't backed it yet, it's available on Indiegogo.
Yep, 7 Legions issues 1 and 2 are available on Indiegogo right now.
And I saw that you put it up on CG now too.
Yep, got it on there. Yeah, haven't been too active this year, but getting back into the swing of things with switching back to a job that has normal hours.
Machine gun? Of course, I didn't use it as a rocket launcher. I would grab it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. When do you think you're going to be launching that?
I'm hoping spring. That's the goal. It's gonna be issues 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, so issue 4. You're gonna get to see the dwarf return. He's gonna have gonna be a big old battle with the dwarven mech suits against the frost giants. So since Sim's working on the dwarf story, you'll see the dwarfs from that point from in Sim's art style, but also at the same time, you're going to see Henry take that on too. So in issue 4, so going to be seeing a lot of dwarves and Indiegogo campaigns coming soon.
Hey, dwarfs' lives matters too.
Yep.
And especially those fantasy dwarves, that they be sci-fi fantasy or just plain fantasy, they're fucking rock. That's why I love playing Deep Rock Galactic. Which I'm probably going to be doing after this stream. Go play a game or two.
Yeah. I suppose I could show off a sample of the concept art for the dwarf story.
Did you put that in the file yet?
Oh, that's I was blown
Oh,
up.
that one. Okay,
Pure
yeah.
white.
Okay.
I was like, that's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. The a dwarven ship.
Huh.
Sort of looks like a Viking longboat, but massive.
Well, that's great.
You're going to put all that stuff in that file and notes?
Yeah.
All right. Calling this done.
Oh.
Calling it done.
Yeah. Way better.
Sweet.
See? It just works. Yep.
All right.
There you go.
Check this out.
Woodrow. It's coming in your emails.
Oh, is he in the chat?
I don't know. If he joins in eventually, you'll hear us say it.
Yeah.
No, he was in your chat. And he said he had to go to work. And
Yeah.
I look forward to that book too.
Yeah. It's going to be rad. Anyway, D-Big and me.
For the characters, I could imagine doing a crossover with that. Could be interesting. I like how he has those gold tips on his shoes.
Yeah. They're like shit kickers.
Mm. That's like say teeth bye bye.
All right. thumbnail selections because I saved these because when I did the color hold, I'm like, dude, if I have to change this shit, I'm not reselecting all this stuff. So I saved all this. I saved the space selection. I saved the color holds. Don't need them anymore, though. All right. Let's flatten this bad boy. Boom.
And another Inkslayer piece going on a campaign.
RGB. That's right.
And if you want to see more, go back also Outlaw Night. That's still available on Indiegogo.
Yep.
Where me and Beacon stepped in to finish the book.
Yep.
Came out great, dude.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun working on this thing. It's not fun. I mean, that universe.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute! I just realized something.
What?
I think yesterday was Ryan Cardinal's birthday.
Was it?
Yeah, just saw something on Facebook. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Yesterday.
Happy birthday, old guy. What's up, Lola?
Hey.
Drinking and watching The Witcher again. Did you watch the animated one? There's supposed to be like an animated movie or something. I haven't watched it yet. Did you check it out, pal? Or is that what you're talking about? Because I know there's a series with Cavill, and there's an animated movie that they made. I haven't watched that one yet. Thanks, guys. And you're welcome, buddy. Hope you had a great one.
Ah, fuck.
Next weekend, I'll be working on the animation. Fine. We're also open to suggestion in the chat. What would you like us to see draw? We're also open to suggestion in the chat. Yeah, that too.
Yep. Yeah, just sort of saw that it was also streaming on Facebook and decided to share it. And the next thing I know, it starts playing on my phone, even though I turned the sound all the way off. Thanks, phone.
Thanks, phone.
Yeah, we're multitasking. We're everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Pretty happy with this. Now it's going to be the tedious part of drawing all those lizards in the background.
Nice.
Without spoiling too much, is like it's like him being full cowboy. He's herding the herd, and then Yep, I have the Second Chance campaign, which is Nat's Back Second Chance campaign, and I have the mailing list of Tales from the Natverse 2 that's up right now. You can find it all in the description down below. And we have the inkslayer.com. I don't think I've put that in the description, but inkslayer.com is also live. And trust me, it's going to be a pretty sweet place to go when I'm done with it.
Okay. Finally.
Oh, sweet. We got one like on Facebook. Thank you, Facebook viewer.
Yeah. Whoever that was. Who knows? Maybe it had something to do with my sharing. You're welcome.
Okay, then thank you, Beacon.
Yeah.
Trying to be like engaging and stuff, and
Dude, he's just asserting dominance with the throw of power. That's all.
Exactly, yeah. Just
gonna have to put him at the bottom now. Is that what you're telling
He
me?
was Kang's.
I wish I still had my ginger in my fro, but it's turning in my beard, but it's turning white. Logan is still red though in his beard. That's what's weird. Like his hair is starting like auburn brown, right?
Yeah.
But the beard is still reddish.
Wait a minute. That like wasn't because of me. That I don't recognize that name.
Is it a French name?
I don't know.
Thank you, Lola. Sharing the link. Also, go grab Chaos. Go get your hands on a smoking cock and a thick black snake.
Wow.
That's right.
I'm not the only Canadian in here anymore. Yeah, I keep saying white lines. Always go back and do some white lines.
White lines. Do it. Don't do my mind.
And if you don't know how to apply them, it's quite simple. Thicker lines.
Don't.
Oh, thicker lines away from the light.
Mm-hmm.
And just make sure you don't do the wrong kind of white lines, because that can mess up your life.
Yeah, you can watch Scarface.
That's right.
That's a good documentary of what can happen.
You can get out of the bases and end up going out of bounds and get called out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You need to make sure you run straight to first base. The lines are off. Fuck the lines. Go to the base.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Nose dive.
Oh no, I want to go watch this. Okay, this is what we're doing after watching Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like as I'm saying, like it's when people asking me which one's my favorite in heavy metal, like it's so freaking hard to say. Because I love Captain Stern. Right? I love the cab. The cabbie is fucking awesome.
My name's Harry Canyon. I drive a
Tarna is also freaking great.
All right.
They're all good.
Oh, no.
Like my least favorite of all of them, I think, is the girl in the house.
Oh, the main story.
the main key story. But then if you keep that, the only one that I would say, like, out of the fantasy stories, I like it, but my least favorite would be Den, because all the ones I love to death.
What?
Like if I had to pick one to kick out, would be Den.
No way, dude.
But I love it. That's what I'm saying. Like I love it, but I love the
epic titty scenes in the whole.
maybe,
the whole
but
cartoon.
dude, it's going against all the other ones, like
Your
the airplane
love has
one.
given rest to my body.
Tarna. And everyone is like, but I love them all. It's like it's all different stories. That's why I love it so much.
Any part of me pleases you, I would give it to you willingly. She like does that long blink.
Yeah,
Willingly. She's like, I bet you there's a schlong underneath that man skin you got over there. Mm-hmm.
And I always thought it was funny.
Den, baby.
The nipples are in shape of flowers.
Listen,
like
my name's Den because when I get up inside you, I'm gonna dig myself a den up in there. They call me the auger.
Mm-hmm. But the fun part is I also have, like, in my collection, I have the original comics of all of them. The only one that obviously I don't have is Tarna, because there wasn't. It's the original story of the thing.
Well, I mean, I
But
gave you
I
the
have,
entire digital collection.
but I have them in books. I have the 10 story. I have all of them.
Yeah.
And the only thing they change is they change a bit the ending of each stories to fit with that orb thing. But other than that, it's pretty on spot.
That orb thing,
That
you uncultured motherfucker. It's called the Lochnar.
yeah, but not everybody knows what the Lochnar is. So.
So what? Use its. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
The Lochnar is mine. It's mine, you stupid bitch.
It's mine. It's my Lochnar. Give me my Lochnar, you stupid
It's
bitch.
mine, you stupid
It's mine.
bitch. It's mine.
Well, if I have to choose, then I'll choose death. You're gonna have to do better than that. I mean, we haven't watched it very much.
No.
No.
Yeah, I gave her the Stars and Stripes forever.
That's right. Maybe she never been with a New Yorker before. Whatever. That's right.
You're not mean. She's just pretty dumb.
I'll put it down as a 2-day fare with a really large tip.
Yeah. I have a meeting with my gynecologist on Friday. You're gonna forget it. It needs to be a Jewish wedding. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Are you circumcised? We also have Glacier Mountain in the house.
Hey.
What's up?
Okay.
Because what are you working on? Is that a new Nat villain? In a way, it's without giving too much spoilers, just like there's many of them. But they're a threat. They're one of those recurring threat in an adverse, you could say. And here's Nat dealing with it. And Tales of an Adverse too, you get to see a bit more of the Adverse, you could say, like the outside world. You get to meet more characters. Still trying to keep it under 80 page because as I was going, it was going to be like 100 something page. I wanted to try to keep the same like always 5 stories, but almost all of them are like 20 pages plus. So I'm like,
Okay. The tweet is away.
Thank you for the comment. I enjoyed my book, man. You did a fantastic job. You're my favorite Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias, hermano.
He's definitely Puerto Rican.
Because we got stories about everyone. Rose having a twin was a good reveal too. Well, thanks. And soon you'll find out why she looks a bit different later. Just a little bit. I think I revealed a little bit that she can change her features a little bit. But she's she's very present in the second issue. You get to know her a bit before, while, and after she meets Nat. And hopefully at the end you'll love that character as much as you'll love Nat, Rose, and as much as I love them. any comments are welcome. I'm aiming to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
Like Brian gave me a few little comments there. I appreciate them a lot.
You should wear deodorant more often.
I do.
It does help.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, is that not the type of tips you were looking for?
I'll give you one tip soon. Did you hear that?
I'm sorry, sir, but that's not going to be enough. Okay.
That's when you know you hit him in the good part.
Yeah.
It's like my monkey laugh.
That's right.
What's the name of that dog that always does that?
That's
What's his name?
What's
Precious, isn't it?
isn't it Snidely or something like that? I forget what his name is.
Yeah, mind blown. And you know what's the worst part? Is when it first came out in the Zidara 9, that scene was in, and he asked me to take it out, to leave it just to, like, to the imagination. And every time that people would come and see me in cons, they would go, "What happened? Can you tell us what happened?" Like, well, that's what happened. I would explain to them what happened. They would go, "Dude, why did you take that out?" He goes, "If you ever reprint it, you need to put that in." So that's what I did. And everybody keeps saying it. He's like, "That guy made that," because that guy made a mistake. Another thing that I don't know if people notice, but I made her look like one of those old glow bugs that we used to have. Those little bugs that you used to squeeze and the head would light up. I thought that's where the idea came from. She starts glowing, and it's very intense as a light. Yeah, for the next campaign, I think it's going to be 4 stories in the book with a possible unlockable 5th story, because that would make the book 100 pages, and I'm trying to keep them at 80 each book. Trying to keep that sweet spot there, because it technically costs me the cost between printing a 64 page and 80 page ain't that big compared to the amount of pages you can get in one book. We have Ace that just joined the chat.
Hey.
So, Ace. So, like I was saying, in the next book, you're gonna be at like 1 story less, maybe, but the same amount of page. So the story gonna be bigger. Just out of my head like that, I think Murder Doll is 12 page. Metal Valkyrie is 24. Planet 69 is 32. You get it, and you technically get full floppies in there. And DEFCON was going to be a 20 pager. Now I'm thinking of replacing it for another Nat story.
Okay. I got a little bit of a concept drawing here going.
Hold on, let me highlight you.
Sort of a soldier.
What's that?
Sort of one of the villain factions, like one of the soldiers for them. The Vitruvian League. You'll see them in a upcoming issue. And I just got to ink it.
That looks cool. It does look mean.
Yeah.
Glacier Mountain says he got a Bounty Hunter comic with John Dillard art in production right now. I'm gonna rock it.
Sweet. Yeah, John Dillard's pretty good.
Yeah, that RoboCop Terminator by Frank Miller and Walt Simonson was good, and Batman versus Predator was also the first one was awesome. The rest, dude, I love the fact that Bruce Wayne after failing to beat the Predator with his body armor, like his suit, like the full suit thing, he just goes after him with a baseball bat with a Batman logo on it, old school, and beats the shit out of him. Dude, that story's awesome. You just like, fuck this shit. Let's go old school. Baseball bat. You still alive, Scotsman? I heard a big bada-boom.
Oh, he's not on screen.
Mm-hmm. But one thing I can also tell you about Not the Merc is when you get into the actual book Not the Merc, that's when it's you're gonna see more of the bad guy playing, and
Okay, sweet.
the way I would say it is right now what I'm trying to do more with Tales from the Universe is give you short episodes, but it all leads to something and it's all connected.
Yeah.
And when you hit Not the Merc, that's when you're going to see the big story and you're going to get to know actually what's behind that blue arm, what's behind Loani, where all of this shit's come from and what they can do, because even they don't know everything they can do.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea, and one I wish I had gone with my universe, but we're already going, so best to just keep it going.
Yeah, but you're doing it in a different way. You're doing it with your audio books. Audio.
That's true.
series.
Yeah. And eventually, I'll probably do an Ashcan with one of my stories and sort of introducing the backstory of one of my villains. But
that's something you could do maybe as an unlockable. Like if you unlock your all 3 books, you unlock an extra short story at the end, like an extra story.
Oh, I think I'm gonna do like all 3 stories unlocked at the beginning, because I have enough saved up that I probably could afford to, over the next few months, pay for all 3 of the issues, and then maybe do the Ashcan as an unlockable.
There you go.
So,
but I still think that if you're going to do an extra story in the universe, you should probably just add it to the book instead of an Ashcan. Okay. From what I've heard from people, like if it's usually an Ashcan.
Yeah, it takes a little extra.
Yeah, it's extras and fees.
Yeah.
But it's also, it's an extra little book that you have to keep with that big book. If it's from the same universe type of thing, might as well add it to the book. If it's going to be a preview of another book or something else, you do it as an Ashcan, because Ashcans are way cheaper to print than another floppy issue. But that's my point of view.
Yeah.
From what I've noticed. Yeah, what would be cool in the future? In that storyline, that energy he has to release from that arm, he gets stranded somewhere and unable to release into super long. He goes psycho, murder spree. Stay tuned. You're getting a bit of the idea, yeah. I just say that there's a story you're gonna. One of the big stories that's gonna be in number 3. It's you're gonna see a story of Nat and Zen when they're younger.
Yeah.
And the first time they meet Gillian. Gillian's been hunting him for a long time. He's like his Ahab. Yeah. And that story, it's something that, without spoiling it, that's still on Nat's conscience.
Interesting.
One of the big things I like about storytelling is it's the struggle between a character. You know, like one of the things I love about Superman so much. It's the fact, you know, like I said it before on stream many times. It's the entire "I live in a cardboard world" principle, where that guy can just sneeze and kill someone. He gets pissed, tap a table, he leveled the entire freaking block.
Yeah.
So that principle, the guy has to keep himself in check at all time. It's the same principle that's fun about Batman as well. The guy has to keep himself in check, not to cross that line and just become a freaking murderer.
Mhm.
It's those inner struggle, I believe, in characters that's important that we've lost mainly with what's going on right now and all the storytelling. Everything is very like streamlined. Everything is like, you know, like characters are not characters. They change, like they start in one way, they end in another way, and there's no explanation why. There's no struggle. There's no change. There's no reasoning. There's no inner struggle.
Right now, they're all focused on does this person have a Willie or an innie or an outie, and what color is it? Basically, is what they're obsessed with now.
Sorry. The dog came in the thing. Now he's asking me to get out in a second.
Okay.
Came in my room, closed the door. Now he's looking at me. Can you reopen it? There you go. We're babysitting my friend and one of my friend's dog, Champ, a big pit bull.
Okay. Cool.
Dude, he's a big baby. Blood. And it was, you know, the first time he met the cat on Friday. It was funny. The cat was like, dude, I heard the cat was growling. It was funny. But now they're friends.
Nice. Yeah, my cats are strange. They get along very well with dogs.
Mm-hmm. And the one that we got is 2 months old, so it's pretty young and malleable in a way.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a great time with him.
Yeah. At some point, I would like to have a Maine Coon cat because those cats are awesome.
Which one?
Maine Coon cat. They got the long fur and they're usually pretty big.
That's what we got. Hold on, let me go
cool.
get it. See?
Okay. Tiny
Big fluffy cat.
Yeah.
That's a little gizmo. Yeah, that's our little baby. And he's all fluffy. Like he looks big, but he's all fluffy.
Yeah. All right, there we go. It is now 8.
Hold on a second.
Boom. Off there. There we are.
I like the edit for the helmet.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see? Are we gonna see them in the dwarf story, or that's just in issue number 3 and up?
It's not in issue 3, but it is in one of the issues that'll be in the Indiegogo. So, yeah. They're the Vitruvian League. They're basically a group of they're a scientist group that's gone too far. They want to combine the genetics of each race to create the perfect being. So they just go around kidnapping people and
Little joke aside that I forgot to tell you the other day is when I was reading and drawing those laying out those first pages, kind of imagine the dwarf sounding like Sean Connery now.
It's not the tower, it's the climb.
Right? That's how I see him now. Especially with that opening scene.
Yeah. Oh god, now I gotta actually like read it in that voice.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe don't do it as pronounced, like if you were, but the same type of Scottish accent, you could say.
Yeah.
But dude, he's like the James Bond of dwarfs. And let's leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So now it's 9, so I think we're gonna close it here. I need to go eat something, and I also want to go watch heavy metal with the guys and work.
Okay.
So I'd like to say thank you to everybody in the chat for joining us today on our. I know it's been a while since we did the Doodle Chill, but had to take a little time off, take care of my health, and get some work done and organize a few things, and fulfill.
Yeah.
So thank you all again. Don't forget to go to sub, like, and share this channel. Go check out Michael Beacons on Twitter under SJW Skeletor.
Yep.
Scotsman TV there.
Not so much a secret, but Twitter, if you're watching, that is totally a different person. That is not me.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want me to put your real name under the Michael Beacon on our website? But I wanted to ask your permission first.
Okay.
But that's the thing. You can find all our links to our YouTube on theinklayer.com. Soon there's going to be the Twitter and everything. I'm still working on it. But don't forget to follow and go check out our campaigns. 7 Legion is live and fulfilling. Nat's Back Second Chance campaign is live for the first month now. I may extend it for a second month, but it is not going in demand. It is closing right after. So get on it and go check in the mailing list for Tales from the Adverse 2, because I'm working my butt off and you're not going to be disappointed. Trust me. So have a good night, everyone, and see you all next Sunday, because we'll be back next Sunday. This is going to be every Sunday again. Like I said, I needed to take a little break, but we're back. And I'll be expecting to random subjects every show. So we're going to leave with the nice little famous words of Jack Kirby, like I like to do every time. And then after that, I'll put that little tease trailer of Tales from the Adverse 2. So later, everyone, and see you all next Sunday.
See you.
I see that story first. I feel that story first. I know those people first. When I put them down, they've already lived. And I put them down as I'd like them to live on those pages. My stories are very sincere. My stories are people's stories. And there's elements in my stories that are very, very real. And it doesn't matter what the subject is. And I've done stories in a wide range of subjects.